In this lecture, we will learn about unary operator overloading. So in our previous class, we saw how could we overload operators like plus plus. Okay. Here we will see one example like with our counter class. Okay. So we had one counter class which had one count attribute, and it could be incremented or decremented. But here what we want is that, let's say we have two counter classes, okay, objects. So we have counter c1 which is 4, c2 which is initialized to 3, and let's say we have a c3 which is not initialized. So basically we don't provide any initialization value to it, so it will be initialized to 0. Now we want that, we saw that the main aim of operator overloading was like I could do c1 plus plus, I could do plus plus c2 I could do. So these were some ways which could make our program much more readable and easy to work on. Now the next requirement someone might say is, let's say I want that c3 is equal to 1 was that plus plus c1. This was working fine with our code. But if someone says, let's say c3 is c1 plus c2, so what should happen for c3 is c1 plus c2? So based on our previous code, so you can now check that what we need to have is, again, so we want to operate here. Basically this is a kind of operator overloading. So we need to make something of sort, that is, we need to have here, just try to see what we have learned in our previous class. So the operator here is plus. This needs to be overloaded, isn't it? So this needs to be overloaded. So for overloading we need one operator overloading function. Plus is the one. This needs to return also something, so that c3 will be assigned the sum of c1 plus c2. So the return type should be a counter object. So now let's try to write that function. So what we will do is, we will try to write the function ourselves. So let's try it. So we will have, so return type is counter. Then we write for operator overloading the operator keyword plus. Now we need to have c3 is c1 plus c2. So this is the overloading, so which will be basically kind of calling c1 dot operator plus, and in the argument we will be passing c2. So this is also of type what? A counter object type. So counter, okay, so RHS, we will say that this is the counter we are providing, and then we can have operation, okay. So which means this is the object in which we are there right now, okay. So RHS is the one, the c2, c1 is the one in which we are presently there. So what we can do is, let's say one simple thing, counter, we can define a temp object to make our understanding easier. Then we can make it equal to the, initialize it equal to the count variable of this particular class. Now what we can do is that temp dot count, okay, so this should be made equal to temp dot count plus your RHS dot count, okay. So then we can return your temp, okay. So this method will work fine for us, and in fact it will overload the plus operator. So now let's try to see the real code, and let's see. So we want c is a plus b, so it should be c will become 7, the count object. Let's say see where we have written that function. So counter is the return type operator plus. Now here we are taking a const object as the argument because we don't want to change it, and we are taking the const reference, okay. So counter temp object we make, which has the count equal to this particular class's count. Temp.count is equal to temp.count plus RHS.count, and then we return the temp. Let's try to see if it is building first. So it's building fine. Let's try to run it. We see that, okay, so let's try to see. So we had few counter object. A was 3, B was 4, C was 0 initially. When you do C is A plus B, it becomes C is 3 plus 4, 7. So that's what you can see. 3, 4, 0, C was initially 0. Then it became a 7.